After being in Guadeloupe for a number of weeks, we were not sure what to expect of Dominica. It's not mentioned in the guides as much as the other islands in the area, perhaps as there aren't as many good anchorages on the island except for Prince Rupert Bay in the north. However, the interior of the island is what really draws people, as the nature and hiking is amazing. We did the hike to the highest point on the island, Morne Diaboltin. At nearly 4,800 feet, it's the second highest in the Lesser Antilles. Our guide turned out to be just a taxi driver, as he wished us well after leaving us at the bottom of the trail, next to a sign saying 3 hours to the top. We were doing this hike with our friends on Vengo, also a Katana 47, whom we had met in Cape Verde prior to Atlantic crossing. The trail was pretty steep, and parts had been destroyed by Hurricane Maria in 2017 and had not been repaired. Kate's no fan of snakes, and after seeing 3 snakes on a much shorter and less wild hike a few days ago, wasn't too sure about it, but was soon into her stride. We didn't make it all the way to the top. We stopped about 1,000 feet short of the summit, as the trail was getting worse and the clouds had come in, so we wouldn't see anything anyway. So we turned around and started down. At the bottom we had this waterfall to cool off in. Champagne Reef is the longest dinghy ride south of Rousseau, Capital. The reef gets its name from the volcanic gases seeping through the reef from the thermal springs below. The water was warm and you could hear the bubbles all around. Over to the side, the reef drops away sharply.
Martinique, hopefully.
From?
Dominica.
Okay.
So yeah, no, it's actually pretty good.
After a week or so in Fort-de-France, Martinique, stocking up on cheese and some spares we needed for the boat, we headed down to Anse du Fort, where there were turtles everywhere. We hadn't been there long. Kate noticed that the turtle had got his head stuck in the hoop of our anchor. After a few minutes though, he worked out how to back up a bit and was free. We spent a lot of time in the water, and I went for a dive with our friends on Vengo. Whilst Kate was working on a new Irish flag with her sewing machine, she noticed something under the boat. It was a barracuda having a snooze. Kate tried to feed him tinned sardines through the emergency hatch, but he wasn't interested. We were going to St Lucia next, where we planned to spend about a month diving and hiking the pitons. However, at this point the Covid-19 pandemic hadn't surfaced in the Caribbean, and that was about to change our plans.